unauthorized tractor trailer on the Grand Central Parkway. Hey everybody, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Sunday, December 1st, 2013, and today we're in Kew Gardens, Queens. I was doing a photo shoot here on the Grand Central Parkway, and I was actually on this ramp right here, as you can see in the middle, doing a photo shoot for an upcoming project. So while I'm standing there, the traffic is coming by me. Here comes a tractor trailer lumbering down on this ramp to get on the Grand Central Parkway. And as you probably know or may not know, tractor trailers are not allowed on these parkways because they are not built for them. For one thing, the bridges are not high enough, the lanes are too short, and they're just not safe. Now, as you can see, the tractor trailer made it past me, and he's approaching the Long Island Railroad bridge, the green one you see up ahead. And I know what's going to happen. I know he's going to pull right up to it and shut it right down. Sure enough, that's what he did. So I'm jogging up as fast as I can because he had seen me, and I had my vest on. I was in uniform. So he had seen me, and I'm jogging up to him. As I get closer, he gets out of the right side of the cab. That's the driver there. And I approached him. The driver spoke very little English, but I was able to impress upon him that he should not be there. And he's telling me he didn't see the signs. Now, the city has plenty of signs. It was definitely his fault for not seeing it, but this does happen now and then. So, the situation is, this bridge is actually mismarked. And we're going to talk about that in a second and why it upsets me so much. So my situation here is now, we got to get this guy out of here. Number one, he's causing a huge traffic jam behind me. Number two, some idiot could come flying down on the right side and be staring at me and crash. So I said to the guy, I know this roadway really good. I said, you have to trust me on this. These bridges are all mismarked. New York City notoriously mismarks its bridges. They've been doing that since I was born, and it's wrong, and it's caused accidents. And I'll talk about that a little later. But anyway, here's the situation. There you can see he's up at the top. Now, here is the money shot. I want you to look carefully at this, because I said to him, you can make it through. With a little goading, he listened to me. I said, you cannot leave it here. If a cop comes, you're going to get a serious ticket, which he would. They would have really written the crap out of this guy. Now, look on the left side. See where it says 11 feet 7 inches? That is wrong. This trailer is 13.6. And you can see he's moving through in the center with no problem at all. The edge, the lower clearance, would be approximately 12.7. So they lied a foot on that. And I'll tell you why it upsets me shortly. Now in the middle, what they should do is they should have a sign that says 13.7. But they don't want to do that because the city feels if truckers know they can illegally squeeze through, they will. On the other hand, it could cause a serious accident by not having it marked correctly. There you can see he's now midway through the overpass and he's having no problem whatsoever. On the right side, you can see it's marked 11.9, which is also wrong. It's approximately 12.9. But hypothetically speaking, had he been on either of the outside lanes, he would have hit. He would not have made it. The driver is definitely wrong for being on the Grand Central Parkway. However, the city is notorious for mismarking its overpasses. Only New York City does this, no other place. There you can see he made it almost completely through, and he is unscathed. And whether he knows it or not, Crazy New York Driver saved this guy a serious ticket from the highway cops. They would have loved to get their hands on him for that. And there he is, he's through. He's made it. The bottleneck is now open and people can continue on their way wherever they're going. I should tell you that this was the Sunday after Thanksgiving, which is a notoriously bad day for traveling anyway, so it was good to clear him out of the way. I specifically said to him, make sure you don't stay on this parkway. Get off at the next exit, because once you get up to Roosevelt Avenue, you will never make it. The clearance there is 10.8 and 10.5 respectively. I said, you'll never make it, get off. So he left. I continued on my way, and about 20 minutes later, I got back up to my car, which I had left up at the Queen Bee. I come down and I said, geez, I hope I don't see this guy hung up at Roosevelt Avenue. And luckily he was not hung up. However, as crazy luck would have it, there was another truck hung up at Roosevelt Avenue, a straight job, a U-Haul that couldn't make it through. But he was on the right side local lanes and I was in the left side express lanes. I couldn't help him, so I just whizzed right on by. But as I was telling you earlier about the mismarked bridge clearances, here's a true story. About 20 years ago, 2 tour buses illegally got on the Bell Parkway. These are tour buses. This one I photographed this morning on the Harlem River Drive. Now, they are not allowed on the Bell Parkway, and they were approaching one of these bridges that was mismarked. And I believe it said like 11.6 when it was really like 13.1. So the lead bus panicked and slammed on his brakes at the last possible second. The bus behind him, doing 50 miles an hour, couldn't react, didn't expect him to do such a stupid move, and rear-ended him at 50 miles an hour, and a lot of people got hurt. This is back when Mayor Koch was the mayor. And okay, I agree, both drivers were wrong for having their tour buses on the Bell Parkway. But if those bridges had been marked correctly, the accident would not have happened. New York has got to stop marking these bridges 1 foot lower than they really are. And as a last-ditch question, I want to ask you guys, does anybody know for a fact if these tour buses are allowed on the Harlem River Drive? It's my understanding that they are allowed in certain sections only. I'm pretty sure they're allowed south of 34th Street, okay? Because that's all rebuilt and the bridges are higher and the lanes are a little wider. But up here, I got on at 125th heading north. So right here we're approaching 135th Street, and you can see that this highway is not built for buses and trucks. Trucks are not allowed on, period. We've talked about this before. Look at that flimsy metal guardrail. If this bus went out of control, he would fly right through that thing and hit some poor guy head on. Anyway, that's all I have to show you right now. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Please subscribe if you want to see some more New York City videos. And I thank you for watching, guys.